territorial claim on any of her neighbors. That country is Malawi, not Tanzania.
Hayo, lakini msimamo wa Tanzania utaendelea kuwa kwamba sisi tunasema kwamba ziwa na mpaka wa ziwa kuwe katikati. Kwa kama kutakuwa na taarifa zozote ambazo zitatokea kwenye nchi ya Tanzania.
The long-standing boundary dispute between Malawi and Tanzania over the ownership of the Lake Malawi, known as Lake Nyasa in Tanzania, continues to create tension between the two nations. At the center of the disagreement are different interpretations of historical treaties and international laws regarding the lake's ownership. Let's now see the basis of Malawi's claim. Malawi asserts sovereignty over the entire lake up to Tanzanian shoreline. This claim is based on the Anglo-German Treaty on July 1st, 1890, which Malawi argues establishes the boundary at the eastern shoreline. According to this treaty, also known as Heligoland Treaty, the lake lies entirely within the territory of former British protectorate of Nyasaland, now modern-day Malawi. Malawi insists that the treaty explicitly deviates from the international norm of using the median line to delineate boundaries in shared water bodies. Malawi further supported his claim by citing historical agreements with Portuguese colonial authorities. According to Malawi, the Portuguese gave sovereignty over two islands on the Mozambican side of the lake to Nyasaland in exchange for sovereignty of the southern eastern portion of the lake. This, Malawi argues, affirms its ownership of the lake in its entirety. Now coming to Tanzania's position, Tanzania disputes Malawi claim, arguing that international norms and practices favor delimiting shared water bodies along the median line. Tanzania maintains that the boundary between the two nations should logically run through the center of Lake Malawi, as it does in the lake's southern boundary between Malawi and Mozambique. Tanzania contends that applying the median line principle align with modern international boundary practices and represent fair approach to managing shared water resources. The dispute has far-reaching implications for the region. Lake Malawi is not only a critical source of water, food, and livelihood for millions, but is also believed to hold substantial oil and gas reserves. The potential for these resources heighten the stakes as both nations aims to control the lake and its economic benefits. Over the years, the dispute has been the subject of various diplomatic discussions and mediation efforts, including interventions by the African Union and other international bodies. However, no resolution has been reached. Malawi continues to emphasize the validity of 1890 treaty, while Tanzania advocates for a modern and equitable interpretation of boundary law. Above all this chaos and disputes, we have to look at the very interesting fact. Malawi is connected to international markets through four key ports: Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, Beira in Nacala in Mozambique, and Durban in South Africa. In Mozambique right now, there is political instability like civil war and other ongoing internal conflicts, so that route of Nacala and Beira is not very reliable. The Durban route is also very far. The distance is 2,416 kilometers. That is a very long distance. The Dar es Salaam route is just 1,516 kilometers. And that is why until now Tanzania has become a lifeline for Malawi, and it cannot afford to have sore relations with the country. As a poor country, greater energy resources will be helpful for Malawi, but if it is good relations with Tanzania were to be destroyed as a result, the costs might well outweigh the benefits. The dispute currently appears to be at a standstill, pushed to the bottom of the agenda by a host of other more pressing concerns. As a result, nothing fundamental is likely to change anytime soon. If you are new to this channel, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to The Boss TV. Thank you for watching and see you next time, my friend. Until then, as always, bye-bye.